Here in Green Bay. No team means more to a tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers at the 30-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Here again is McKinnon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend. And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, come on. Hey, check 26. Green 18.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 29 yards that time. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run with Montgomery. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gold now out to kick it away. Trevor Davis now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. McKinnon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hut! Hut!
They run once more with McKinnon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure now, and Beathard goes down to the turf.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jumbo! 319! 319!
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz. 319. 319.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Allison, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
26.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers flushed out right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And Selleck here, left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Beathard. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble. Last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. Number 3-19. Gone.
To throw is Beathard. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Leopard. Over.
Toss play to McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Leopard.
Now Beathard. On the crossing route, complete. It's Goodwin. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Beathard and the offense come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll throw here. Beathard. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. Now Beathard going to lead the Niners up to try for 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. No. Check. Patriot. Hot.
Here's Beathard to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken way up by the 25. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throw left side, complete. That's Graham. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end, Graham. Packer 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hurry up. 26.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Graham. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's Rodgers looking to throw on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The 3-yard line once more. Now here's third and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Returnable here for Davis. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, check 26. 18. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, we got three down. No.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on 2nd down. Rodgers caught right side. It's Lewis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Rodgers now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Third down here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Packers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
To throw is Beathard. Screenplay, McKinnon. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw Beathard. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
And the blitz does come. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. If you're fun, all right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Beathard to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They run it with McKinnon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Now Gold for the extra point. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
319.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
319. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
Zoom. Zoom. 319.
On second down, here's Rodgers. 20. That's complete to Bell. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Beathard now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Beathard. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken way up by the 25. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey. 4 down. 319. 258.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story. And here's Montgomery as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a third down.
Hey, let's go. Come on.
Now it's Rodgers. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
We got 3. 319. Mike, check. 59. Hey, flex. Outside, let's get up. Hey.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
No. 158. We are going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ty Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
All right, here we go.
Here's Beathard to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats an elephant?
Well, if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency.
This is caught inside the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Now Beathard. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken way up by the 25. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Hurry up.
Right back to him on 1st down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Hurry up.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Packers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Hey, where y'all going? Keep moving. Keep moving.
To throw is Rodgers. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Beathard now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
He'll look to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Beathard and the offense come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mike Daniels in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll throw here. Beathard. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Green Bay, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.